Chapter 13, Strings Attached. You and Drew are together in the bathtub, lips inches away from touching, when suddenly you hear Davina at the common room door. What's she doing here? Don't look at me, I didn't invite her. Well, don't just sit there, hide. Where? Your eyes scan the bathroom, finding few options. As the bathroom door swings open, you shove his head below the water surface. Drew, what the hell happened? Oh, it's you. Oh? Davina, have you still not learned how to knock? That's twice now you've barged in on me in the bathroom. Oh, honey, you and I both know it's not you that I'm here for. Well, Drew's not here, so if you could close the door on your way out. To your horror, she presses forward, entering the bathroom and leaning up against the sink. I've been trying to make plans with Drew to do the nasty for ages. He's completely MIA and I'm dying here. You wouldn't happen to know where he is, would you? You meet Drew's gaze beneath the water. Why would I? I'm not his keeper. No, you're his roommate, however. So you're saying you see each other all the time, and he never tells you anything? From underneath the water, you feel a tap against your leg, and look down to see Drew making a hurry-up motion with his hand. I gotta get Davina out of here before Drew drowns, or worse, gives us away. Davina, could you turn around so I can change? Oh, feeling self-conscious? No, just some of us actually have, common decency, courtesy, things like that. You probably don't even know how to spell them. If you want to see me naked, you're gonna have to work for it like everyone else. Turn. With a roll of her eyes, she turns to face the door, then you pull Drew back up to the surface and glances over at Davina before mouthing, "Now what?" Hide behind the tub. I'll get her out. Everything okay back there? Or are you terrified you might accidentally see yourself naked? Quickly, you grab a towel and wait until Drew's perfectly hidden before replying. Okay, decent. Now, why don't we... You gesture to the door, but instead of leaving, she turns to the mirror and tilts her head up, checking her makeup. I feel like Drew's avoiding me on purpose. And guys only avoid me when they're about to cut me off, usually for another woman. A reflection locks eyes with yours in the glass, her gaze icy cold, and your heart thuds in your chest. What? I know. But before you can stumble over your own words any further, she simply shrugs, opens a medicine cabinet, and giving it a glance. It happens. So I'm gonna snoop around a little. There has to be a clue to who he's seeing somewhere around there. Who said he's seeing anyone? Maybe Drew's just focusing on school and work and... Oh, come on! You can't be this naive. If he's not sleeping with me, he's doing something and someone. I want to find out who! She storms out of the bathroom, and as you yank on your clothes, Drew whispers to you in a panic. Can't let Davina find anything that could make her suspicious. I know, I'm on it. You race out into the common room to find her, but your eyes can't help but find items that point to your guilt. I mean, I'd go with the pancake dish. Whipped cream, meh. Syrup, meh. 2 plates of pancakes. Do not say, I'm eating alone. Maybe you're just that hungry and you made extras. Wait until she's completely distracted with her search, then stuff Drew's remaining pancakes in your mouth and hide the plate. How does that work? You stuffed all the... Oh, wow, she either has a really big mouth, or... These are actually pretty good. No, not that I would ever tell Drew that. Find what you were looking for, Davina? No, but that just means I'm not looking hard enough. As she scours the room, leaving no stone unturned, you take another look around, this time noticing all Drew's things scattered about. I mean... I guess the phone. If Drew's not here, then why would his phone be? You bend to scoop it up, turning it off and stashing it in your pocket just as Davina pulls her phone from her ear and frustrated. I tried his phone, but it went straight to voicemail. Maybe he's busy. Mm-hmm. Well, I think I'll just check his room. That's where all the good stuff will be anyway. He lands down the hall to find a half-naked Drew entering his room, mouthing frantically, "Stop her!" Quickly, you block Davina's path. Davina, you've got to stop this. I mean, what's next? Digging through his laundry? Anissa, I don't think someone as inexperienced as you can understand the intricacies of a situation like this. Maybe not, but you need to understand that jealous non-girlfriend isn't a cute look. Sweetie, look at yourself. Look what you're doing. Davina is officially clueless. Oh, this is pointless. I can only find your things anyway. We both know he's not sleeping with you. Right. Look, Davina, I know Drew's still into you. In fact, an idea comes to you, and before you know it, it's rolling out of your mouth and into the world. Overheard him talking about the wanting to take you to some women's soccer game today. You know, it's a real date. Really? I'm gonna need some new laundry. I should go. Drew waits until he hears the door close before re-emerging, dumbfounded. Why would you tell her that? Because she's a moron. Didn't you just say you wished you could go to the game with me? This is the perfect cover. No, it's not, because now I have to go on a date with Davina. It wouldn't even be a real date. I'd find YouTube, third wheel, until I make up with Samira and convince her to give you a shot. You snake your arms around his neck, pulling him closer. Then I'd have you and my bestie, and all would be right with the world. Yeah, except for Edwin. That's just one flaw to your master plan. Drew backs you into the wall, bending your body with his. As he strokes your cheek, you can't help but lean into his touch. You won't be able to touch me the entire time, and I think you were just realizing that's a priority when Davina came in. Really? Because I think you were realizing just how addicted to me you really are. Well, let's make a bet. No contact until after the soccer game later. First one to cave loses. You do realize I had that rule with you for months before we ever did anything, right? I've got this in the bag. It's not as easy as you think. Except you didn't know what you were missing then. Now you'll have to go cold turkey, and I don't plan on making it easy. Your thoughts go fuzzy as his lips are narrowly just miss the corner of your mouth before trailing down your jaw, down your neck. Bring it on. Because there's something you haven't considered here. And what's that? Confidence floods your veins as you place a hand on Drew's chest, leaning to whisper into his ear. You're never gone cold turkey for me either. You push him back against the opposite wall and his eyes widen in surprise. And he said, You got him off, capturing his lips with yours. Kissing him deeply, he moans into your mouth as his hands grip your ass desperately. Consider this a reminder of everything you'll be missing out on. You trail a hand between you, topping the bulge of his jeans. He pulls away, groaning his enjoyment in your ear. Shh, we wouldn't want the neighbors to hear now, would we? Damn it, Anissa. I tried to tell you. Drew, don't make bets you can't win. You sound very sure of yourself. Is there a reason why I shouldn't be? Because I can think of a few reasons I should. Like this. Slowly you drop to your knees, your smile growing more smug at the look of desperation on his face. Anissa, I've got him right where I want him. How to bring it home. I should... Dirty talk. You unzip his jeans, lower the denim, his boxers past his hips until his length springs free. Lord help us. It was over very quickly. It took like 3 seconds. You walk towards your room before turning back to admire your handiwork. His hands clutch the wall, his chest heaving. But his eyes glint with mischief, and as you watch, he smirks. You know I'm gonna get you back for this, Ryan. I'm counting on it. Later, you arrive at the stadium and find the parking lot packed with fans, cars, music, and... Samira. At the sound of her name, she turns in shock, and as she separates from her team and heads over, you give a little wave. Nevia said she invited you, but with everything that happened, I just thought... Samir, I know how much this means to you. We've dreamed about this day. You got to start for a D1 school since, well, before we knew what D1 meant. We may be going through a rough patch right now, but I wouldn't miss something as important as this for the world. Oh, I gotta get inside and warm up, but you want to come over after the game? You can crash at my place. We can just talk. I'd love that. She gives you a wave and heads for the stadium. As you follow her path, you spot Davina clinging to Drew's arm and head over. Well, we've have plenty. We'll have to get pretty close if we want to have a conversation, but this is really the only way to... Hey guys, small world. Baby bird. Immediately, Drew breathes a sigh of relief and extracts himself from Davina to hug you. But Davina looks less than thrilled. Anyways, I didn't know you'd be here. I figured I should come out and support the Lady Stallions. If you got room for a third wheel, we should all sit together. That's cute. You think we're here to actually watch the game? Davina was just telling me how she's really only here for the tailgate. But since you're dying to watch the game, you go ahead and save us some good seats. Drew and I'll meet you inside later. Davina wraps her arms around Drew tighter, and a hot wave of jealousy hits you. Run your hand down Drew's back. You lock eyes with Davina and place a gentle hand between Drew's shoulder blades before slowly trailing down. Drew catches your hand before you reach his ass and lean in to whisper, "Jealousy looks good on you, but maybe we shouldn't go all in just yet." I have no idea what you're talking about. You revel in Davina's sour scowl and smile. I think I'll stick around. I'm sure I can be a little late. The more the merrier. That's what she said. But, shh. Together, the three of you navigate the busy crowd. But your blood boils as Davina clings to Drew's arm, batting her eyelashes at him. Drew, remember the last tailgate we went to? There was fireworks, and we made our own fireworks after. Sure. Hey, anyone else getting hot? He guides you all to an ice cream stall, and while Davina tests all the flavors, you and Drew stand a few feet behind her. Could you be any more all over her? One, this was your plan, not mine. If I had my way, I would be finishing breakfast and moving on to dessert by now. Two, it's not my fault she's trying to join us at the hip. If you don't like it, say something to her. You know I can't. It'd be like putting a giant neon sign over our heads. Or you're using the threat of getting caught as an excuse. Hey, listen, you could also man up. I know, something most guys don't know how to do. I am not. Then let's put it to the test, shall we? Drew eases an arm over Davina's shoulders as he orders his cone, his expression all but daring you to do something about him. When he takes his cone from the vendor, he tongues it, suggestively staring right at you. So good. He's trying to make me fold. We'll do can play at this game. You quickly make sure Davina is busy telling the man her ice cream order before sending Drew a flirtatious smirk. Drop my napkin. You take a napkin between your fingers and delicately drop it to the ground. Oops, let me just get that. You turn your body away, bending over to give him the perfect view as you pick it up. Good call. If you were caught littering, you might have to be punished. He takes another lick, but before you can respond, Davina swats at him playfully. Drew, save that for later. I wouldn't want you to tire yourself out before you see what I have planned. Drew glances at you, waiting for you to say something. But you let the moment pass and Davina surges on. You know what you can do, though? Win me over on one of those adorable stuffed animals? It would be so cute on my bed. She points towards a nearby booth and Drew follows her gaze, before looking back at you with another goading grin. Sure, guess I could. You feel a thrilling mix of jealousy and daring as Drew lets Davina pull him away. Seconds later, you hear Davina cooing over him. Drew, that's your second bullseye in a row. Now you're just showing off for me, aren't you? I'm throwing up in my mouth as we speak. I need a way to distract Drew so much he forgets where the bullseye even is. And the answer catches your eye before you from a merch booth, where a midriff-bearing VCSU crop sweater and micro mini skirt flutter in the breeze. Ah yes, the age-old stereotypical girl and cheerleader outfit, uniform. I was gonna say outfit, but you get my drift. Hey Drew. When did she change? Where did she change? I'm just saying. In the middle of lining up his final shot, Drew looks over his shoulder at you, eyes widening at the sight of you in your new outfit. Strike a pose. You settle up next to Drew, lean against the railing, showing off just how long your legs look in your new skirt. His gaze lingers. Wow. He misses a shot by a mile, but he can't stop looking at you as the timer runs out with one basket shy of winning a prize. Oh, Davina, that's too bad. Maybe Drew should try a different good luck charm next time. Don't you have a game to go watch? Pixelberry apparently seems to be on a intricate plan of, I don't know, making the jealousy thing work for multiple books. I don't know, it's weird. I still got time. And look, the game of Dizzy Bats just starting. You point towards the game and Davina regards you, a spark of competitiveness flashing in her eyes to match her own. I guess it wouldn't really be a tailgate without a drinking game, so let's see what you're made of. You and Davina line up side by side with each other, each chugging a beer before putting your forehead down against a bat and starting to spin. Flash Drew. Play up my drunkenness and stumble into Drew. Didn't we already do the whole bend over thing once? You spend a few times making sure Davina's engrossed in the game beside you, before dropping the bat and faking a stumble. Whoa, I'm so dizzy. You lift a hand to your forehead and stagger towards Drew, who wraps his arms around you, letting you rest your hand against his chest. Don't worry, I gotcha. Oh, good thing you were so close. Oblivious to this, and you, Davina straightens up and slams her bat into the ball with a triumphant cry. Ha! Drew looks at you, gaze piercing and motions towards a nearby medical tent. You win, come on. I bet I do. You follow Drew into the empty tent, and Davina just apparently, forgets where you even exist, and his hands circle your waist as he steps close to you, whispering in your ear. Figured Davina's gonna be distracted for a while. I thought we could take advantage of the time alone. Won't someone come in here? Who knows? If we're quick, no one will notice. Drew is all over you. His fingers are on your jaw and your hair down the sides of your arms as he presses his lips to yours. I think you're gonna have to be a little quicker than that. You feel as breathless as Drew sounds. It's not usually my style to finish so fast. I'm sure you can make an exception for me. You crash your lips against his as his hands grope at you, tasting the ice cream from earlier on his tongue. I've been waiting for this all day. I want to be horizontal. Where we lay on each other. I don't know, I've never heard it as, let's be horizontal, dude. Hey, what about linear? Desperate for me, are you? Would admitting it make you hurry up? He unddoes his pants, sits back on one of the fold-out chairs. You move to position yourself on top of him, the legs on either side of him. You groan as you sink down on him. You find the fact that you're doing this here and now with Davina outside all the hotter. Oh boy. Basically, they quickly bound Chicka Wow out. You know how it is, guys. It's YouTube. Can't do it anymore. Well worth the wait, I'll say. It's weird how we've regressed, because it's you two. You pat his hair gently, wanting to save her, and your post-glow together, but we should probably get back before anyone notices we're gone. You unwind yourselves from each other, and you grab your underwear, quickly slipping it back on under your skirt as Drew pulls on his pants. How obvious is it that we just took it up? You can get away with it, can you? The lingering look Drew throws over his shoulder as he goes to leave the tent is hungry. You try to touch up your hair as you hurry behind. Well, thank God Davina's still focused on that game. Don't think she even noticed. Round 2. Shh. Alright, I'm officially over this. Let's do something else. Davina glues herself back to Drew's side, and you begin to make your way through the last section of indoors when you hear a voice call out. Hang on! Don't tell me you're giving up on the drinking games already. My day was what college was all about. We need 2 more people for our keg race, 1 on each team. As much as I love a good keg race, I'm not sure any of us are up for it. You and Davina catch each other's eye, and the same thought clearly flashing through both of your heads. I'll join if you will, Drew. I think Anissa might be a bit out of her depth with a keg race, though. Out of my depth? Oh, here comes the competitiveness. You glance past Davina's smug-looking face over to Drew, who gives you a shrug, a smirk tugging at his lips. Your call, Anissa. Davina, I could take you on any day. Easy, baby bird. I've never been on the losing team for a keg race before, and I don't plan on starting now. I would just like to officially say that you guys need to start bumping some of my other content up. I could be officially doing, like, Legend of Zelda right now, and then doing the new one that just came out today. But here we are doing this because all of you like this more than any other thing that I do. It's weird, but, you know, hey, whatever. I've gotten really good at drinking games. Davina throws her head back and laughs. Alright, baby bird, it's on. May the best woman win. Drew looks over at you, shooting you the ghost of a wink. You open your mouth to reply, but before you can, Davina beats you to it. Thanks, I will. Oh, it's on alright. Can you two just do a cat fight like the good old days? Like, whatever happened to that? At least that was more, like, entertaining and kind of hot, but, you know, now we got keg races. You both stride forward to your teams, Davina on one side, you on the other. Alright, each matchup gets 10 seconds to drink as much as they can. Teams keep going to head until one keg's empty. Sounds good? You eye Davina up. She flips her hair over her shoulder for a smile, confident. No sweat, Davina. Shall we kick this off? Here to get your defeat out of the way. Alright then. You both step up to your individual kegs to the cheers of your team. On your marks, get set, go! Sip, really? Speed is the name of the game, and I gotta go hard if I want to win this thing. But you chug as fast as you can, the other team members holding down your keg as you begin to drain it. Chug, 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 chug. She's wild. You got this, Anissa. 3, 2. Oh, I do feel kind of sick. You're done. Next person. Okay, quick switch. You switch out at the same moment Davina pulls away, wiping her mouth as the next person takes her place. Nothing like kicking off a keg race to really get your blood pumping. Hope it wasn't too much for you. Nope. I feel great. Excuse me while I go puke. Haha, that's what they always say around the first round. Wait till it hits. You steal a look back at Drew and find him watching you proudly. But you also notice Davina studying you, looking surprised that you're giving up. Mess with Davina. So, Davina, when does the actual contest start? Huh? This was just a warm-up, right? I can't wait to see what the real challenge is gonna be. Cute, Anissa. Thanks, I try and be. You smart to yourself as she rolls her eyes and turns away. Petty, probably, but getting into your competitor's head is too good to resist. Turning your attention back to the game, you clap your hands and hold them to the sides of your mouth as you cheer. Let's go! Oh, God, I hate that phrase. 2, 1, done. Next up. There's a roar of encouragement from Davina's team as your teammate stumbles back, unsteady on his feet. He feels sloshing around. Yeah, I know that feeling all too well. No, it's not from drinking this kind of shit. When you're, like, really super thirsty and you drink too much, right? Yeah, no. Oof. It seems unfair that they put all the people that can hold their liquor on one team, don't you think? You watch thoughtfully as the next person on your team hurries to take over, trying to catch on to the other team. Hey, what are the rest of the rules? They only said that we can have 10 seconds to drink as much as we can and switch. Is there anything else? I don't think so? He smiled wickedly. So, sabotaging against the rules? Let's confuse them. You and the alumna cup your hands to your mouths and begin to heckle the other team. Slower! Slower! Yeah, drink way less! Oh, wow, you're both entertaining. Think about how sick you're feeling. Oh, Jesus, okay. Wow. Okay, that caught me off guard. The guy at the keg looks up confused and more than a little green. What are you guys doing? Focus on your own team. There are no rules. We can do whatever we want. Your Drew let a laugh behind you at your antics, which deepens Davina's already present scowl. Is this where the confidence came from, Anissa? Because you knew you'd resort to sabotage? All part of the fun. At least I don't have to sink so low. Oh, lighten up, Davina. Anissa's just being creative. The kegs dwindle as members of both teams begin to tap out, either high-fiving their friends dizzily or wandering off to the buckets. I guess it's been a while since my glory days. Looks like it'll just be me and you left, Davina. Determination pulls her brows together as she steps up to go next in line. Bring it, baby bird. You rush over to your team, pulling up next to the line. You and Davina lock eyes as the clock ticks to the switchover. Why don't we just make it a little more interesting for the final round? Davina raises an eyebrow, intrigued. What exactly did you have in mind? Keg standoff, if you can handle that. Ah, easy. And you're up. Good luck, girl. You rush forward, start chugging. The consequences be damned. Time to turn things up a notch. I'll do this keg stand unassisted, one-handed. I'll do one-handed. You feel the alumni's hand on you to help hold you up. One person's holding the keg steady for you as they pull you into a handstand on the keg. Slowly, as you take deep pulls from the keg, you lift one of your hands up to make a fist of victory. All you can hear is the roar of cheers. Anissa! 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 Okay, that was cool. I should really stop skipping arm day, though. 4, 3. Before the countdown can end, you realize you're down to just foam. I'm done. Done. Keg is finished. The alumni member helps you down and begins to swarm at you as Davina only just finishes. Woo, Anissa for the win! Though that hangover you're gonna have tomorrow won't feel much like a win. Don't worry, that's what a bottle of Excedrin's for. I'm just surprised you managed to hold it down during the keg stand. I would have puked. Anissa's tougher than people give her credit for. Grin, look around, the tailgate, your head spinning from all the beer, but your confidence full to bursting. So what's next? There's gotta be something else we can play. Okay, I tried to be nice, but you are completely incapable of taking a hint? Excuse me? I clearly want to be alone with Drew, and you're refusing to get lost. I was joking about you being into Drew earlier, but now I'm not so sure. Why are you still here? You flounder, but before Davina can announce your secret to the world, Drew gently grips Davina's shoulders and turns her to face him. I asked Anissa to stick around because I wasn't sure to tell you. I think it's time we called things off. Davina, as much as I hate to do this to you, I'm interested in someone else. I knew it! So, what was it that finally did it for you? Is she, like, insanely kinky? Is she a bigger partier? No, she's probably got, 60 more IQ points than you, that's all. Actually, no. I mean, the Mount Chickawawa was great, incredible, and the parties are fun, but it's something about her chemistry I can't get enough of. I'm really sorry. You should be, because I just bought new pasties. And I was gonna let you play a pin, the tassel, and the burlesque girl. But now... She grabs a random fan, pulling him to her side. This guy's gonna get it instead. Eat your heart out. Oh no, whatever will we do? Davina shoves her way through the crowd, and you take a slow step towards Drew, a dazed smile overtaking your face. Drew, did you really mean that? I mean, because I completely get it if you just said that to help me save face with Davina, or... Cognizant of the crowd around you, Drew simply presses his index finger to his lips, and you fall silent, holding your breath. I said that for the same reason I do anything else, because I wanted to. I wanted you to know how I feel about you, and more than that, I wanted her to know how I feel about you, even if she doesn't know it's you. Well, in that case, I like you too, but we should really get to the game before... That's at the time, your stomach sinks, dread filling your body. Seeing your expression, Drew takes a look, and his face falls. Anissa, I'm so sorry, I didn't realize we took so long. No, this can't be right. Because if it is, then the game's over. I have to go find Samira. I'll meet you afterwards. You run to the stadium doors as people begin to file out, feeling unsteady on your feet as you drunkenly push your way through the crowd. Excuse me, sorry, coming through. As you near the seating area, the crowd starts to clear out. You see Samira sitting in the student section alone, and you rush over. Samira, I'm so sorry. Davina walked in on us today, so Drew had to fake a date with her while I tagged along, and... Oh my god. Did you just... I'm facepalming right now. You could have at least been like, sorry, I got hauled up, or sorry, the time slipped, or something. Half-truth, right? I mean, technically it's about 98% truth, but still. You ditched my big game to chaperone your secret boyfriend's date with your replacement? It's not like that. The party outside got carried away. I was gonna come, I just lost track of time. So much for not missing this for anything in the world. Samira, I wanted to blame Drew for how you've been acting lately, but I'm starting to think I was wrong. If that's the case, I don't want to be friends anymore. Goodbye, Anissa. And with that, she grabs her bag and heads for the locker room, leaving you truly alone for the first time since your friendship began. Yep, I got a thought on this here in a minute. Without further ado, please remember that if you did enjoy the content, to like, share, and subscribe. I know you may not like the story that, Pixelry made, but hey, listen, I'm literally giving you voices, my own creative thoughts on it. And also, if you haven't noticed, I don't always read what Choices puts now, right? I kind of improvise with, better language. Instead of going, get in your competition's head, it's like, get in your competitor's head. It just makes more sense. It sounds more firm. Just makes, seriously, more sense. Things like that. Just, I continue to edit what they do. Put my little creative twists on it. Try and make you laugh, make you think, among other things. But, without further ado. I was there once. I was really there once. I was in football. TLDR. I thought my mother was going to be there. No one ever came to my games for me. Right? It was me against the world. And there was a game where I was told that she would be there. And unfortunately, she never made it, but I thought she was. And so I thought she was somewhere in the stands, right? And imagine scanning, big football, crowd and trying to find that one person. It's a sea of faces. But I played my heart out, thinking that she was there, only to find out afterwards that she wasn't. I don't regret busting my hind to literally and figuratively put on the best football performance of up to that moment of my life, pretty much. But um, yeah, no, it hurts. It hurts knowing that they weren't there, that you literally and figuratively did everything possible to put on a huge performance, and no one was there to root for you. No one was there to. They didn't even know your name really. It's just something where it means a little bit more when there's someone in the crowd that is there for you to support you, things like that. But it is what it is, right? It is what it is. I learned a very valuable lesson that day and for the rest of my life to continue doing things for myself, right? If someone's there, great, but otherwise, do it for yourself. Um, However, when someone says they're going to be there and they don't show up, yeah, I mean it's kind of a slap in the face, right? So I can certainly understand how Samira feels, and the fact that we blurted out the reason why, like TMI. There are times you don't need to tell every single little minute detail, right? But you also should have prioritized your friend, and that would have never happened in the first place, right? I can understand if you were late in traffic or something, keyword late, not literally coming in after the fact, right? And I'm sure Samira, did the best performance she possibly could because she thought you're her best friend, you're there to support her, and she just wants to make you proud as your BFF. So again, I know how that feels, right? I'm sure a lot of us know how that feels. So that's how I feel. Thanks for watching. Again, remember to like, share, and subscribe. Catch you all later. Peace out.